you guys are having a wonderful day and are making some really good trades. Let's take a look at the charts here. So Bitcoin again pushing higher. Very nice move off the off the lows, and now it actually managed to get back above this big yellow trend line here from these two pivot highs, and is continuously trending higher and actually going against the grain. The markets were kind of struggling, and Bitcoin kept pushing higher and higher. And it's funny enough, like today the markets actually had a big push up, and Bitcoin had a big push down from like 108. Well, I actually shouldn't say big. It was like normal size push down. It fell from like 108,000 or sorry 105,800 all the way down to like about 100,750. Now it's kind of just chopping about, inside of this range. Now we take a look at the smaller time frames. Bitcoin could have already bottomed here on the 45 and the 1 hour. You've had some capitulation already. If it does take out this low, now the 4 would still be in play, and you'd get something like this most likely. Like if this low gets taken out, then you'll get something like this, where the B comes back up, and then another leg down, right? And maybe you can actually come down to like 97, but this would either invalidate this setup, or it would turn into some sort of 1 2 3 4 5 and a 1 2 1 2 setup, which was actually much more bullish. But it could have already ended here, right? It's kind of just bouncing up and down here. The longs are really trying to push it up. I think a lot of longs were like liquidated today. I think I saw that on the news. But again, just by looking at the chart here, you could make the case that this was some sort of A, B, and a C, and the flat is done instead of like this 4, or it's a crash correction or whatever you want to call it. But regardless, if it is done, then this low will hold, and you want to trade this, you want to long against this pivot, and then you should impulse up into tomorrow, and maybe you go up to like 114, right? And that would be the new target right now for the short term, 114,000 or 113. It can even go as high as 127, but we'll see. The daily at the moment finished with no divergence, right? And again, we know that if it ends with no divergence, it could be a C, right? It could have ended this whole B wave, and we're going to go take out these ugly lows. But this would mean like something, a disaster is coming for the market, which, I'm not too sure that's the case. The Japanese yen has stabilized. You can see the yen is pushing higher, and it is helping all the assets, right? All the risk assets, Bitcoin, the NASDAQ, everything. When the yen goes up, everything goes up. I'm looking for actually a small little long here on the yen. If it could dip down to something like 147, I'd be interested in picking up some sort of a long, sweep these lows, take that liquidity, and come back up. And maybe tomorrow you can even extend further in for a fifth wave, right? Depending on what the news is. Tomorrow's CPI for the market, right? It's a big day for the overall market, not just crypto. Man, Bitcoin is super volatile right now. It is bouncing up to like back up to 102, back down. If the lows do break and you do make some sort of like double correction, or either it's still inside of this ABC, then you could get lots of possibilities. Like you could even get an impulse down if it goes down to like something like 100K, and then come back up and make even a flat, and then come back down again. So you could do a big whipsaw, and like this would like destroy a lot of people trading systems right now, and I wouldn't be surprised if it does that. The 4 hour has reset technically, so you could make the case that it's getting ready for another leg higher. Although Bitcoin is not showing a lot of strength right now, and the altcoins are getting a little bit weak, but I feel like once Bitcoin stabilizes and starts to grind a little bit higher, the altcoins will probably start to outperform. You actually saw XRP today go much higher as Bitcoin was dropping down. So you could start to see XRP is starting to outperform. I think I have my XRP chart here somewhere. There we go. So XRP, we're actually looking for an impulse higher. If it is over and everything's done, and the weekly is breaking out, which it could confirm, but you're also at risk of another leg down. But if it is done, then you're going to see a 1 2 3 4 5 pullback. And then that's the lot, you won't get any more than that. Maybe you don't even get back to like $2.20 or something. and it's wave 3, right? And it's impulse time, and you're going to the larger targets, right? The much higher levels. So be ready for that, right? You don't want to be picking up pennies in front of the steamroller trying to short the alts right now. If anything, you want to be looking for some longs. And well, I guess the XRP is taking a little bit of a hit. Yeah, Bitcoin's like selling off as I'm talking about it here. So we'll take a look at Market Cipher. So Market Cipher monthly is looking very very bullish indeed. Big shift from that bearish candle. The weekly time frame indeed still looking bullish with a 11 and a -4 on the dual band strength index. The 4 to 3, the 2-day are actually starting to show some signs of a slowdown, right? But I don't think that, you know, that the high is in. If it is in here, then, you know, damn, or we got another like down coming. The 2-day has a red dot here. We're almost out of red money flow. We're back at the 0 line. The daily time frame has tons of green money flow, which means any dip down should be supported, right? You should find buyers. And the 4-hour time frame, you can see the momentum waves are still curling in, so we haven't found a low just yet. And the 1-hour time frame is looking a little bit rough right now, right? I actually took a short here, right around 102,500. And we're looking to see if it is going to roll over, because we saw this tight little red dot on the in a tight momentum wave with tight RSI. So it does look like this could actually start to roll over for another leg down to like 100,000, where we would probably look for some longs, right? And this would probably coincide with maybe the Japanese yen pulling back a little bit here, and we'll have to see in the next hour or so. But I think we have actually some sort of 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to get a 5th wave for it to finish to C, where you should see a buy come up right around like 147.623, and you should see the yen start to pop up after this, and that's probably when Bitcoin gets a pop too. Like you'd be surprised how much the yen has an impact on the entire market. So yeah, we'll take a look at wave edge as well, right? Well, I'm not going to leave out wave edge. Wave edge indicator has been on spot on so far. Green cross, and it's been up only since then. The daily time frame, you had these red crosses, but you're turning into an uptrend. You can see that these signals are no longer working as good, maybe as accumulation zones, right? You can see on the bear trend, they're short signals, but on an uptrend now, they're consolidation areas, and you should take them as dip buys, or maybe start to accumulate some more for a rally up. Now you're starting to see a lot of selling at 105, 104, and the price is definitely struggling here. You could come all the way back down technically and still be bullish, as long as you don't really break 93,000. If you start to break these lows here, I think that you have to accept that the more bearish case is playing out, and obviously something bad is happening in the whole world market, right? Not just Bitcoin. And yeah, sorry for being like so not consistent last week with the videos. I was extremely busy. I was trading a lot, and I just really wanted to get my sleep. I don't want to stay up making videos all night. So right now it's looking good. For a pullback, we're in a short. We're already in the money. Obviously gonna take some profits, and then I'll give you guys some more updates probably on Wednesday. But yeah, overall, good pump. See if we can get some more upside. If we can't, the B is in, but we got more downside. Okay? Peace.